sidekick Dabby, and it is snowing outside, but I am dressed for summer, so that must mean I'm talking about a summer book. Specifically, I am talking about Famous in a Small Town by Emma Mills. This is the second Emma Mills book I have read. The first one was Foolish Hearts, which I do have a book talk for, and I will link it below, or you can click up there to check that one out. This is an ARC that I got at YALLFest this year, and the book comes out this Tuesday, which is when I am posting this video, so it's out now! Yay, go get it! Anyway, the book follows a girl named Sophie who lives in a small town where the biggest things in town are the frozen yogurt store called the Yum Yum Shop, where she loves to spend her time, and I believe a couple of her friends work there. And she's really proud that she's finally the president of the marching band booster club. And they got into a competition and they need to raise a whole bunch of money to attend. So she gets the idea to try to get the one famous singer that came from their town to come back for a competition that happens every year where people try to win a contest to be the best version of this singer. So she sends a million things to try to get her to come back. All of her friends help. Meanwhile, while this is happening, a boy moves down the street from her, or across the street from her, at the house where she usually babysits, and he is the unknown half-brother of the father of the kid that she always babysits for. And she's asked to kind of help him fit in and figure out his way around the town, which she decides she's willing to do. And he is kind of simultaneously clearly interested in getting to know her, but also keeping her at arm's distance. So there's that. I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4 stars. I read it in one day, which used to happen more than it does now, so I have to really like a book to finish it the day I started it. There are some themes of mourning and self-acceptance and a whole bunch of things. It was really good. It was a pretty good mixture of emotions. I really did enjoy it. I can't get too much more into it without getting into spoilers, but definitely read it. It is a fairly light read. There were some deeper things in it, but I would not call it an emotional read, which sometimes is a fantastic thing. So if you are looking for a light, simple, fun, but also somewhat deep read, I would definitely recommend this. And Emma Mills is wonderful, so any of her books really. Well, the 2 that I read, similarly. Okay, so if you've not read this yet, go away, and I am going to start talking about spoilers, yeah? Okay, bye people that haven't read it. Okay. Hopefully if you are still here, that means you have read Famous in a Small Town by Emma Mills and are ready to get into some spoilers. So, first spoiler, August deciding that he wasn't going to be sticking around. That one I kind of saw coming a while away, and I figured out that like he clearly, at first I was like, oh, maybe he has a girlfriend that he's like drifting apart from, and that will be why he's keeping her away. But then I'm like, no, I think he just doesn't want to feel attached to this area. He clearly didn't feel like he had a home at that house, especially with the fact that like he was okay sleeping on basically a windowsill. I don't know, I really liked that character. He was just so appreciative of everything that he got, and already thinking that every single little thing was too much, and I know that's where he came from, and it was actually depressing that he was like that, but it's very different from what you think of as a typical teenager. So I guess I had mixed emotions about that, because I felt terrible for this kid that he's coming from a place where he feels disposable. But at the same time, it's so nice to see someone that just appreciates every single thing that comes his way. I thought it was adorable when they did the week from the song, and she was just like, does he realize that this is about falling in love with somebody and you're supposed to be falling in love during the course of that week? And he did, which was a little confusing because he was still being like, it's just for this, it's just for this. But then they like did a full out makeout session. It's like, that didn't seem like it was just for that. If it was just for that, you would have kissed for like 2 seconds and then it was over. But, you know, whatever. It was adorable. I don't have too much to say about this book, honestly. I'll talk about the 2 other reveals that were in it. So, her sister. I did catch on pretty early in the book that there was something weird with the sister situation. I wasn't sure what it was, but so the book starts in the summer, and typically colleges end earlier than high schools. So if she was after her first year in college, I'm like, wait, she should be home because college should be over and she should be home by now. And then later in the book, they were talking about her coming home for the summer, and I'm still like, but it is the summer, and once again, colleges end earlier. And then I'm like, okay, maybe she was doing like a summer course, and she was gonna come home after that. And then I just kept getting a little bit confused by that. So when the reveal finally came that her sister had died 3 years before, I was surprised that it had happened so long ago, but I wasn't completely surprised because I had caught on that there was something weird going on. The one way that did throw me off is the text messages between them did seem to be related to what was going on in her life. So, I mean, I'm sure that was done on purpose to try to throw us off, but I did know there was something weird going on there. And then it was when it was finally revealed, I think I cried because of her emotion. God, I can't imagine. So I guess they were actually like 4 years apart, even though in the book it seemed like they were only like a year apart or whatever. And when we find out that the neighbor is really the rock star, woohoo, except not really. That the whole she was writing the songs thing. I kind of liked that twist. I liked that we thought it was going somewhere completely different. We thought that her husband was going to be the reason that she left, and there was some big blow up there. And then it was just like, nope, it's me. It's because she couldn't deal with the fact that I really wrote her music and whatever. But it also made sense in a way because all of her music was about loving that town, and then she just, bam, decides she hates it and she wants to leave. But it's because the one who's still there, it was her songs that were about loving the town and falling in love in the town and blah, 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 blah. So, again, this was not like a super, super deep, emotional, everybody needs to read this book to be able to understand life type of book. But what I was going for at the moment was something fun, enjoyable, light, and something I could read in a day maybe, and that's what I ended up doing. Actually, I think I was looking to read it in 2 days, and I ended up reading it in 1. But that's okay. I think that's all I have to say about this one. Pretty short review, like I said. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check out Emma Mills' other books. I really like them for quick, easy reads. They're not the like, I must get this the day they come out and immediately start reading it, and if I don't, my head's going to explode type of books. But they're definitely the, oh, I'm going to pick this up when I get a chance and when I feel like enjoying a nice romance. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter at ReaderGonnaRead, just like my YouTube channel. And subscribe by clicking down below or up there. I will talk to you next time. Goodbye! Hey, Ellie and Dobby here. Like the video? Come subscribe. Do it right now. Click it.